Recording in progress.
Brahms Piano Trio number 1, Teaching Video Part 4. Wow. Now, in our last video, we left off on measure number 73. Wow. Can you believe I just said that? Measure number 73. This is a long arrangement. Most students at the level that you're at would probably not be playing an arrangement that has this many measures. But again, we believe in helping students to kind of grow into different roles. A piano quartet is just something different, something really special. All right, so measure number 73, here we go. Of course, that's where we stop, so we'll start in measure 74. I mean, this section right here, I feel like you don't even need me to introduce this. This is pretty straightforward. None of those notes are weird. They might not be super easy to play. Just meaning like when you first try to play it, your fingers might not cooperate. You might have to think a little bit about the notes, but again, slow it down, look at the notes, read the notes. Pretty straightforward. Measure 74, I would just still stay kind of in C position and stretch up for the A. I think that makes the most sense. The only thing tricky here, and this is not nothing, conceptually it's easy, in practice it's maybe a little bit tricky to do, it'll take some practice. In measure 77, this is, wow, not something we would normally see in a beginner piano arrangement, but it's really cool. We have a really fast adjustment of the hand down by a whole octave. And this is something that is extremely common in more advanced music. It's completely normal. It's very commonplace. You'll be playing da 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 and wha-cha. Just jump down to a lower register and just need to immediately hit a note. So measure 77, we've got this C, G, and you don't have any downtime. You don't have like a whole measure to get your hand down here slowly. You just need to know where you're going, wha-cha, and go there, wha-cha, accurately, wha-cha, with speed. Don't say wha-cha when you're playing it, of course. But basically, this is just something that takes muscle memory, and so just practice that. Set your hands in C position, and just jump down and land with your 1 on a G. And just practice that over and over. And if somebody's like, hey, what are you doing? This is a really weird song. Just tell them, I'm doing important work. Brahms told me to do it. My dog is whining in her sleep because she's chasing something. Stop it. Shush, shush. All right, now, then once we get down here, the reason why we're bringing our hand down into a C5 finger scale down low is because we're back to our I mean, this is just more kind of shimmery, cool stuff that the piano is doing underneath the strings instruments. It's kind of creating layers that makes the magic. It's so cool. And so this, I mean, is very, very straightforward. We've seen it before. And actually, where did we see that? We saw that at the top of page 2. Take a look at measure 21. Exactly the same. Now measure 81, we've got not super hard. The left hand has the D and G, the right hand has a B, and then we go into our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing super tricky there. The left hand, in case you're, having a harder time with the bass clef notes, E, F, C, and G. Right hand, And again, I've talked about it before, the idea of using your thumb as an anchor when you press the E and G. When you move up to here, you're expanding these fingers, but you're not moving the shape of the hand because my thumb stays here. And then it comes back. And then, oh man, we're on the home stretch. We're getting near the end. G, 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 G. Wow. That's something that we've seen before. That was just like measure, what, 20? Is it measure 20? No, I'm sorry, 30. I mean 30, 30, no, 29, 30, 31, 32. Exactly the same as that. And then measure 91. Wow. We are doing a hand crossover pattern up the keys, which is really easy. Left hand, C, G. Right hand, C, G. Left hand, C, G. Right hand, C, G. The left hand gets to end it with a whole note. And then we come all the way back down to this low C and G. And the right hand has an E and a C. So the part 4 videos, I guess this one's going to be a fair bit shorter than the others because you've already seen a lot of this before. So, you know, part 3 was maybe a bit tricky, but when we get to part 4, you can kind of just rest easy. I mean, it still is going to take a little bit of practice, especially jumping down for that G and measure 77. But that's pretty much it right there. That's it. You've got it. All right, part 4. Go forth and practice.